Good morning, everyone. It is, wow, Monday, June 27th, 5:27 a.m. I'm just waking up, and yesterday was awful. Like, I did try to go to the laundry room, but I don't know if you can still hear it, but my allergies out of the blue just hit me so hard. Like, and I've been tired the past few days, but it was productive. It was still a productive tired. But these allergies hit me out of the blue. I cannot breathe now. It's like as long as I don't move, I don't talk, and even moving means like, oh, you can see my nose. Even talking is is moving, because it's like exacerbating my nasal passages or something and making me even more stuffy. But is anyone else's life like this? Like whatever. It's like every time you try to do something, it's like a billion and one things that happen, or a whole bunch of unexpected things will happen at once. So, but right now my life should be really easy. All I had to do was clean the laundry room and the kitchen. That's all I had to do. And then, like I said, work on that stuff that they caused a liability with me, sending that stuff without me knowing. But, sending back and, communicating with them and, you know, and then setting up for today. But my allergies wasn't happening. And what did I get accomplished yesterday? Fighting allergies. After I got off with you guys, fighting allergies all day because I literally, I gave myself grace. I sat around for like maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes after I got off. And then I went and took a shower, got quote unquote dressed, which, I wasn't going anywhere. So it really equated to me putting on my Terry, Terry night dress. And, to encourage myself to, so I could visually see what needed to be done next. I went and sat in the laundry room. I literally pulled up a chair and went and sat in the laundry room. And all it required for me was to take everything out and put it into the kitchen, and then from the kitchen, take everything out and stack it. I mean, it was just not a big deal. But as soon as I got in there, I was sneezing back to back to back to back. Like sneezing to the point, if y'all remember the old allergy commercials where the woman was playing tennis and she, it was just the allergies just took control of her. That's what it was like. I really could not stand up straight. I was like sneezing over and over, back to the point where it's knocking me down. It was crazy, out of the blue. And then I was like, shoot, let me just sit down. So that's why I bought the chair in there too. So I sat down, brought a roll of toilet paper in there so I could blow my nose, some juice, and I was feeding my allergy, and I was trying to be understanding of myself. So I was feeding my allergy because I was sitting in there, and for some reason, I guess when you chew, because somebody made a comment about this, if you chew, your allergies feel better. But I think what it is a chewing thing. It I don't know, it's something about it that does do that. So I think that's what happens when I'm feeding my allergy. So I ate salami sandwiches and and then it's like if I be still, it's okay. Oh, I just remembered a dream that I had. I had a dream that I was living in a childhood apartment, but the apartment in the dream was completely mine. And the people next door, they had a lot of traffic going on. And then the guy asked me to borrow my car. And in this dream, my car was the Nissan Altima that I had. And I let him borrow it, and I was like, you have to bring it back within 4 days. I never saw that car again. And part of the dream was for me trying to get it back. And it was something about like some real rich guy. And it had to do with Walmart and like some big convention behind Walmart. And the guy was there. It was not really a convention, but it was like a bunch of random people like racing cars, their personal cars for fun. And because it's like maybe he had a go kart place behind a Walmart. And it was a white guy, but I call him like a dark white, like he was a bad guy, like something, I don't know. He was a dark white. His whiteness was not like pale, he was dark. Dark skin, dark hair. He was dark and dark being, And as I was going up to him, there were other women going up to him. I was just going up to him because the guy that borrowed the car was evidently his brother or something like that. And I wanted him to talk to his brother and find out where my car was. I hadn't seen the guy again. And why is he taking my car if this guy's racing cars? But now outside of the dream, I'm realizing that maybe his brother takes people's cars and steal them and chop them up and use them for the race cars. So that's probably what happened. But I waited all this time to talk to him and whatever. And the guy was kind of, it felt like when I lived in Orlando and I was coming to Georgia, to for out Austin, I went to that car place that was owned by a black man, but I thought positively to him of him, but he was so shady towards me. That's what it felt like. I was thinking positively of this guy, but he was so shady towards me. Like I didn't know that he was a real crook. And then there were girls that were throwing themselves at him, trying to get dates and whatever. And some girls that he was just using, in different ways, and it was just really weird. Weird dream. I just remembered it. But yeah, so I had a hard time yesterday. Like, so I sat there, and like I said, as long in the laundry room, this is real life again. And as long as I did not move, I cannot breathe now as I'm talking. Both of my nostrils are blocked. Um, so as long as I did not move, I was okay. So picture me in the laundry room with this chair pulled up, surrounded by clean laundry in these tubs. And all I need to do is bring the tubs into the kitchen, and eventually the hard part would have been getting the old dryers out, but I mean, if I got the first part done, I would have figured it out, but I'm sitting there trying not to move because as soon as I move to do something, the sneezing just like literally is crazy, like back to back uncontrollable sneezing. So I try not to move. I would just sit still. And of course, I had my phone to the side, was scrolling through TikTok. Just required me to, I would sit real still and just push my finger up. And so it was just insane. And it got to the point where it was so bad, like my eyes were itching, kind of like they're itching now. And one eye was so congested. It was an eye that was congested, like they are now. When I'm rubbing them, I can feel the pressure behind them, like whatever. It's almost like you pushing a bottle and whatever's behind. Oh, you can feel it. Oh, it's coming too. It is. It's just the whole back behind my eyeballs and my nose is congested. So, yeah, one eye was fully congested, the other was half congested. If I rubbed them, you could feel it, just pushing all the pressure here. Then I would have to keep blowing my nose. And then if I moved, it was like I said, just complete sneezing, 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 sneezing. And it was like that all day long. And to the point where, the point of me sitting in the laundry room like that was so that, it would be easy. All I have to do is just pick up the next thing and go. But I couldn't move. And it finally got to the point where I was just like, this is ridiculous. I need to go lay back down. So I stood up, and as soon as I stood up, it's like if I sit still, it stays stopped up. Then as soon as I stand up or bend over, it was just running, just running. I was like, what in the world? And so I was like, I need to lay down somewhere. On the way back to the recliner, stopped by the freezer, picked up some frozen blackberries, and it was like I was feeding my cold. And I ended up try to, it was terrible all day long. Like literally, I was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I set the alarm for 5 to make sure that I'm up. And in case I'm moving slowly like I am now, I have enough time to get everything set up. But this is awful. Like, is anybody else's life like this? It's like, it's natural things. It is not like a particular thing that's causing, like you can say, oh, it's an employer or is that, but it's not. It's like all forces come together to like steal me. And I'm like, what in the world? Because not only the allergies was a barrier, but there were really things I needed to do. I needed to get the laundry room and the kitchen cleaned long before yesterday. But yesterday would have been good because the washer and dryer, right? And I'm sure they've been trying to contact me to deliver it for a little bit, but I need to have the laundry room and the kitchen completely cleared out so they can install it. And then on top of that, with the washer and dryer, about payment for it, I have it automatically set up for one card, but I need to, arrange my finances a little bit differently so that, I can make sure that it charges the way I want it to charge, right? So that takes time. And then on top of that, like I said, them folks, that company has got to be shady because why would you do that? You send me faulty equipment and then I tell you to reach out to me for the next steps. Next thing I know, out of the blue, they send me some stuff. And like I said, it's the same time I had to work, so I had to do something else. So the same time somebody else sends me stuff, It's just so weird. And then I'm supposed to sign for it. Had I signed for it, I would have seen who it was from and been like, nope, they didn't, authorize this. And I was supposed to sign for it. And I told the people I need to sign for it. And the guy chose not to. And again, this goes back to respecting my own boundaries. Nope, I should have said, no, it's required that I sign for it. If I don't sign for it, I can't take it, you know? So it needs to be signed for. Um, but I didn't, but I did receive it, and I thought that the both of the packages came from one place, but it came from another place that unannounced and just signed it, so it got slipped in there, you know. So then there's that, and I have to deal with that because I don't know, like I said, I understand shady companies. I don't know what kind of shady stuff, is going on there. But, I'm not trying to be held liable for some stupid crap that I didn't ask for and that I was trying to send back a long time ago because I knew that they weren't doing the right thing. So I don't know what's up with that. And then, but I made it clear that, that right now, other things have become a priority. But then I think they made it so that the last email was blocked. So I have to double check to make sure that went through. So it's just so much, it's like, my God. But my focus now is number 7 because, so far they've been good to go. That's my focus. But yeah, so yesterday was a complete bust. My allergies are still acting crazy as we speak, but I'm going to get up probably within the next 20 minutes because I have to and get everything set up for work. But gonna check my emails now. But anyways, love you guys. Let me know, is your life like that too? Like it seems like everything, and it's not like you say, oh, it's just this company that's being this way. Because even though that company is being that way, what I'm saying, irresponsible. Even though that is the case, there's all these other things that are coming into play. Like I said, it, it all goes hand in hand. And the allergies out of the blue. I have to be able to do what I need to do. And I guess maybe if you don't have allergies, you may not understand, but it's like, it's it's insane. And people with allergies don't understand. It was a TikTok of a guy that was like, oh, his nose is running, this, that, and the other happened, and he thought that he had the whatever. He went to the doctor, and they were like, no, you just have allergies. And he understood our pain because he was like, he couldn't breathe, his throat closed up, all of that. All of that stuff is real. It happens. But anyways, I'm out of here because I gotta refocus. But I love you for those who need it. If you don't need it, that's great. If you could afford to give some away out of kindness, that not everybody has to know that you gave something away, do that.